more I look at the universe, just the less convinced I am that there is something benevolent going on. So if your concept of a creator is someone who's all powerful and all good, that's not an uncommon pairing of powers that you might describe to a creator. All powerful and all good. And I look at disasters that afflict Earth and life on Earth: volcanoes, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, disease, pestilence, congenital birth defects. You look at this list of ways that life is made miserable on Earth by natural causes. And I just ask, how do you deal with that?
Let's start at the other end. Pain is enormously important. I'm glad that I have nerves so that when I stick my hand into the fire by accident, it tells me that something's going wrong. What troubles me about these things, and troubles anybody, including you, who thinks about them, is it seems so out of proportion, doesn't it? Just so out of proportion. Now, we can go one of two ways, as I said before, but what you're raising now is the problem of natural evil. And there's a sense in which we can understand, though not completely. People that walk into a classroom and shoot people to death and so on, we can see it's moral evil and we can blame X for doing it. But when it comes to tsunami or these horrific diseases that you mention, you can't blame a person for it. So you say, okay, well, blame God for it, because after all, if this is God's universe, he is ultimately responsible. And that's true, absolutely true. I can't avoid that. I just cannot avoid that point. There's no philosophical sophistry that gets you around that. So you know, probably many of you, that at the heart of Christianity there is a cross. And since I can't solve the philosophical problem why a good God allows this level of suffering, I ask another question, and I asked it before in my talk. Now I'm going to come to how I reflect on it. And that is, granted that it's messy, granted, let me put it this way, this world is full of two things: beauty and barbed wire. Is there any evidence anywhere that there is a God you could trust with it ultimately? Now, the heart, and the main reason I'm a Christian, is because the heart of Christianity, there's a cross. And on it, Jesus died, as you know. But the big thing is that he claimed to be God. God encoded in humanity. Do I believe it? Yes, I do. As a scientist, yes, I do, but that's another story. So the question in this context is, what is God doing on a cross? And my answer to that is, it shows me at the very least that God has not remained distant from the problem of human suffering, but has himself become part of it.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
There you have it. The cross is the ultimate sign that God is not distant from human suffering, but has entered into it himself. 3 takeaways from this short clip. Pain is often an indicator that something has gone terribly wrong. Suffering exists, and we should not always try to rationalize it away, because doing so can invalidate what the sufferer is experiencing. The cross and the resurrection are the greatest signs of both suffering and the hope of its ultimate defeat.